course, the reason most of you are taking this course is because you're way beyond that manual system stage and you're wanting to look at maximizing a computer system, in this case QuickBooks. But I still like to touch on a couple of the other styles of computerized systems, such as the checkbook style. For example, Quicken. Quicken is another Intuit product, and I used it for a number of years for my personal family finances. I think it's absolutely wonderful for what it's designed to do. But for a business, unless you're running a very basic, simple, non-job costing style of business, it's not a good choice. When I first started out in my own business, I had one client that loved Quicken, and we spent hours and hours customizing it to do the kinds of things that were basic features in QuickBooks. Eventually I realized that as a service provider, I would have come out ahead if I'd just bought him a copy of QuickBooks and spent the time to train him to use it. And then there are some of the older style programs that have specialized modules where you enter information into individual modules, much like subledgers in a manual system. Then the detailed information is summarized within the module, and the results are periodically totaled and batched together. Then the results are periodically posted to the general ledger as one daily summary number. However, with QuickBooks, what you're looking at is a fully interactive database. Every transaction is immediately posted into the various items and accounts, and your reports are immediately updated. If you want to see what makes up a total in an account or in a report, just double-click on the number to see the underlying transactions. And if you want to see one of the actual transactions shown in that pop-up report, you can just double-click on the line item to see the original transaction. So this is an interactive database, which means that you can see all of your transactions in one place, and it makes it very easy to research underlying transactions and to make corrections if you need to. What are some of the benefits of computerized systems? Well, the primary advantage is how easy it is to extract information. If you organize your information properly on the front end, it's all there at your fingertips, and you can sort and slice and dice your information in a number of ways. You can run reports for different time ranges, and you can look for different customer names or vendor names or employee names. You can filter, you can sort, you can drag and drop, and make all sorts of changes to your lists and transactions with the click of a mouse. With the ability to customize the systems to meet your needs and the instant response time, they can actually be kind of fun. You can also back up these systems so that they're safe from natural disasters, something that you'd have a very difficult time accomplishing with a manual system. So what's going on with computerized systems? Well, first of all, the technology is changing very, very rapidly. We now have a huge amount of computing power at our fingertips. This is changing almost minute by minute so that now we can do more and more at a faster and faster rate. Secondly, almost all small businesses are becoming computerized, and more the general population is becoming not only computer literate, but computer proficient. Third, with all this extra power, our software programs continue to become more powerful, and programs are being designed to make them much more user-friendly. And of course, one of the main benefits of QuickBooks is that it's one of the most user-friendly accounting programs on the market. As hardware and software programs get better and better, businesses are changing their expectations. We now want to handle many things that we used to think that only someone else could do. When I started in accounting, a spreadsheet was actually a piece of paper that unrolled across a desk. The accounting software was handled by a group of trained ladies punching numbers in on cards near the special computer room. And then one of the CPA partners reviewed the work before it left the building. Obviously, this scenario has changed dramatically. We now have huge computing power on our own desks, and as a result, most business owners, rather than handing their accounting off to someone else, would prefer to have that information in-house where they can put their hands on it immediately. So our expectations have changed just as dramatically. As a result of these changes, we're seeing a massive shift where small businesses are bringing their own accounting systems in-house. So what are some of the disadvantages of an in-house computerized system? Well, First of all, you're going to need to invest in an appropriate level of computer and computer support in software. And most small businesses now have a network of computers with a centralized server. Of course, that involves some front-end investment and ongoing regular expense to stay current with your software and with technology. And of course, there are some related competency issues. The good thing about handing things over to an accountant, of course, is that they're trained in how to handle your specific circumstance from an accounting standpoint. When clients bring this type of work in-house, we find that typically individuals who haven't been trained in accounting are the ones who've been taking over the accounting tasks. It's very easy for people who don't understand the finer points of what they're doing to create results that are far from desirable. It can often take a great deal of time to clean up and convert client accounting data into real numbers, whether it's for financial reporting purposes to a bank or for tax purposes. Not only can it be costly to clean up accounting that's not been done correctly, the owner is provided with either bad information or no information throughout the year with which he or she can make the kinds of decisions that are absolutely essential for the business. So there's a great need for trained in-house bookkeepers and accountants. We need more raw talent on the team. We trust that the series of 8 QuickBooks classes will give you a much deeper understanding of general accounting concepts, construction accounting techniques, and how to integrate QuickBooks most successfully into your particular business.